Yo, my spiritual awakening was terrible. Everything I thought it wasn't. Everything I thought it was the complete opposite. And looking back, you know, and being able to dissect and understand it better, I thought that spirituality was this cult like thing. I thought it was like damn near religion. I had the wrong idea. I thought I had to give my music up, stop watching the things that I enjoyed, watching. Uh, I thought that I had to become something else. It seemed like, strict. It seemed religious, like the way people describe spirituality, or the way people explain spiritual awakenings, and how people act. You know what I mean? Once they reach this certain level of like spiritual enlightenment or spiritual alignment. And when I when I finally what turned it into, like, what turned one thing into another for me, um it wasn't anything magical. It was it was just simply me getting to a point in my life where everything seemed so repetitive. And it was just that one thing that turned into another for me. How I see my life going, you know, wake up, go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, come home, interact a little bit, go to, like, I guess, I guess, because we all spiritual beings. We all are spiritual um beings first, um before all this human shit. So I guess it was already waiting on me. I guess it just it was already available to me, you know, spiritual alignment, spiritual enlightenment, getting to this place of my life. I just wasn't ready for it yet. But it it was that one thing that turned into another, that it wasn't nothing magical. It was just something simple as me feeling like it has to be more to life than this. And so just that little bit of curiosity, that little bit of wonder, it shot me down a rabbit hole. Um, I started to ask questions. I started to become curious. Damn, is this all my life gonna be? Just going to work and, work, 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 retired and die? Like, what is this shit about? Like, what is life really about? What's my purpose? Why am I here? And it just led me down a rabbit hole of questions and videos and YouTube videos and a whole bunch of shit later. But the spiritual awakening was so terrible because um I thought that I had to be all of these different things. I thought I had to be a part of these different tribes and these different groups, and I thought I had to talk a certain way, dress a certain way, act a certain way, eat a certain way, live a certain way. And that was the furthest thing from the truth. Um Spirituality, or getting into, you know, having an awakening, whatever. All it really is, from my experience, is wanting to get to know yourself, get to know the real you, get to know the you that, uh, whether that's maybe your inner child, or maybe a part of you that you left on pause to uh to become whatever you had to become to make it out here in society, or to fall in line. uh you know, maybe it can mean that, like, whatever the person that you truly were, that you left on pause, that you forgot about, that you forgot how to be. Spirituality, it's not a religion, it's not how you look, it's not what you eat, it's not perfect, it's nothing. It's not a religion. And it was such a terrible experience because I bought into that. I bought into what was sold to me on social media, what was sold to me on, you know, just out everyday life, social media, outside real life, the shit you see. I thought you had to have an afro, and like I said, wear dashiki and listen to certain music and talk to, light incense and all of the propaganda. But in reality, again, all spirituality is, it's just loving yourself more, is taking care of yourself more, taking pride in who you are, um embracing you, being authentic, being original. um you can smoke weed and do that, you can drink and do that, you can eat meat and do that, you can listen to rap music and do that. it's it's just spirituality is self-love. um it's pouring into you, it's taking pride in you, it's choosing you, however that may look. But when I first even had a bit of curiosity, it stemmed from working a job. I don't feel like I was chosen. I don't feel like this magical thing happened, the shit you see on a movie. It just stemmed from the repetitiveness of my life, and feeling like I was on a hamster wheel and I was doing the same shit every day. And that single thought snowballed into, so many other questions and curiosities, of feeling like it is more to life than just the everyday shit that we see on the surface. You know what I mean? Be born, be young, grow into adulthood, get out here, fuck some girls, get fucked up, get high, get fresh, get a nice car, get a big crib, like, and then die. You know what I'm saying? Or go to jail or get shot or something like it. So, um, yeah, but like I said, it was what made it so terrible was just feeling like I had to give up so much in order to be worthy of having a spiritual awakening. Or once I had this spiritual awakening, that meant that I had to leave everything behind, and I had to stop dealing with people, and I had to be this guru of information, and I had to be super in tune with everything, and I had to know everything, and I had to that's that religious shit. You got to know the book, and you got to know the scriptures, and you got to know this, and you got, if somebody quiz you on this, and I think society, mainstream media, I think they ruin things for people. They ruin the idea, they ruin the the purity in things. You know, it'll make you feel like you have to be all of these different things, and you have to give up these things to, and in order to do this, you have to obtain this and be a part of this and this group of people. And then I realized, I was like, yo, I can be in tune with myself. I can love myself. I can care about myself. I can thirst for information and still be me and still be who I am and still be proud of the way I came up and where I'm from and who I am, like being authentic. And when you see a lot of spiritual people, they got the beads on, they got the shit around their neck, they got the stuff on their head, they got locks. It's like a uniform. It's like a uniform, you know? And I was one of them people. I was going in that direction, bro. I bought some beads, bro. I bought some charms. I had some crystals. I was getting all these spiritual books and these guru books and watching certain shit. I stopped watching a lot of stuff. I start eating different. I had already had hair, but I had fell into this whole spiritual, this woke person, you know what I mean? Like, and I felt like I had to be a part of the woke community and the conscious community, and I had to be, and it was just a terrible experience. I had to go through it, but I wish I knew that I could just stay true to myself, stay true to me, be me, but obviously take more pride in myself and care about myself more, pour more into myself without all of the shenanigans, all of the other bullshit. Because you look around in some of these conscious communities, a lot of these conscious people, they full of shit. It almost falls back to what church is and what Islam is. You know what I mean? Just because you Muslim, just because you Christian, that don't mean you're a good person. That don't make you a great person. That don't make you a solid, sturdy person. That don't make you a pure individual. That don't make you a good-hearted person. You can still be a piece of shit with a religious title above your head, or you can know every surah or every whatever in the Bible, you know what I mean, and still be a hypocritical person or a shitty person. See a lot of these spiritual people, they out here cash grabbing, and they out here ripping people off and taking advantage of people that don't know anything, that's trying to find something to attract to, that's trying to find something to attach to. And like I said, I went down that rabbit hole. So even some of the people that I used to watch on YouTube and I used to follow on Instagram, I was believing every word. You know what I mean? Because the whole spirituality thing, it just felt right. And I felt like I had to be a part of this. And this was the right thing. And let me eat like this. Let me take these herbs and what I'm basically trying to say is, man, you can find yourself. You can find peace. You can get closer to God. You can feed your soul all by yourself. You don't need to do anything the way anybody's doing it. You can do it your way. Spirituality for me was me pivoting into loving myself, prioritizing myself, caring about myself,